So during this eclipse, there's also a T-square from Jupiter to the moon and sun. And to me, this definitely represents too much, right? When anything's square Jupiter, it's always too much of something. And being an Aquarius, that's too much progress or progress too quickly or, too many changes, too many rebellious people or too much of the population, right? And the fact that it's squaring the eclipse, right? It's too many changes to the economy potentially, too many people upset about the economy for one, and it's also Mercury's right there sitting on the sun as part of this T square, so that's too much information coming out, too much to process, especially Mercury being in Scorpio with all those skeletons and gossip coming out and results of investigations. It's too much for the public really to handle, it seems like. What are you thinking about the T square?
Well, definitely, I think that there is too much to process if people over engage with what's going on TV and the social medias
Mhm.
and that kind of stuff, and trying to differentiate, what's real, what's not real. And with Mercury approaching an exact square to Jupiter, I think we're going to see a lot of people really working hard to try and start their own businesses, try and
Yeah.
develop their own resources of income. There's a lot of concern about taxation, Scorpio's taxation.
Right.
And, what's going to be the effects of that? Debt, what's going to be the effects of that? People trying to manage personal debt that is accrued during the pandemic is going to be
Yeah.
a big concern. And a lot of these things that are going to be coming up are going to be beyond the control of the average person.
Right.
And all we can do is try to navigate the best we can through the resources available, and try not to get stuck in a place where you feel like you can't do anything, and try to find those avenues where you can make changes that are beneficial to oneself
Right.
and one's family, versus staying stuck in thinking you have no options.
Well, I'm also thinking, like, honestly, when it comes to this square, though, you know how I was talking before about, like, there's spiritual opportunities and opportunities to make money. I think Jupiter also reinforces that. It's an opportunity to make a lot of money or a lot of spiritual growth if you take the tension and energy and use it towards action instead of restlessness and rebellion.
Exactly. I agree with that. It's finding that positive way to use the energy instead of just allowing yourself to feel stuck.
For sure, yeah. It's you know, you can
And
un you can get out of a rut, but part of it requires that you change yourself and your approach. And Jupiter in Aquarius is an opportunity to do that. It is an opportunity to make a lot of changes.
definitely, I think that might be why we're seeing a lot of people that are leaving their jobs, because they are looking to expand in unusual new areas versus staying stuck in the rut.
Yep, I
And
definitely agree.
so it's just choosing the avenue and working hard. Squares are working hard.
Exactly. It's something you have to work out. And I think too, like that it's also an opportunity for astrologers. I mean, Jupiter is in
In
Aquarius, which
Aquarius,
rules
yep.
astrologers, which is the growth and expansions of, the astrology economy, basically, and potentially astrologers making money if they work hard.
Yeah, definitely. And then we have that Mercury coming in. It will be exactly aspecting Jupiter on the 21st of November, so I would be paying attention to information that comes out at that time and determining whether, it's beneficial or not, how to navigate the information that's coming out, the changes that are coming, and moving forward. Mercury doesn't stay still very long.
That could also be an opportunity for writing and, other scientific or technical kinds of, or innovation. That's another thing that is likely to improve, or something that people work at that they could make money at is through science, innovation, you know, developing new products.
Yes, and anything having to do with internet-based things. Aquarius is
Right.
internet and all types of, what is the word I'm looking for? Just new and unusual ways of making money, not sticking to the old tried and true. I think that's where people are going to have to go, is just, making a different way of making a living
Right.
from what we're accustomed to, the 9 to 5, being on the hamster wheel, going to work,
Right.
making money
Choosing
for
a
somebody
different path.
else.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Making money for ourselves. I mean, that's also Aquarius is money through our own business. So I'm not surprised
exactly.
people are going that direction. And
Yeah,
that might be the answer to some of our issues in the economy, and part of the problem too, I would imagine.
right.
That's why there might not be enough people to work, because the workers are now entrepreneurs. So,
Yep, they're doing something new, so more power to them.
right, it's a hard path. It's not easy. It's harder to have your own business than it is to work for someone else.
Right, but at least you feel like you're accomplishing something for yourself other than just someone else.
Yeah, true enough.